You are about to see money, big money, that you or someone you know might be tossing into a soda machine or a parking meter without a second thought. I'm dead serious. My channel is Rare Coins Gallery, and we hunt for big money coins, coin errors, and hidden fortunes. Today is the biggest one yet. We are talking about the Elite 5, the most expensive, ultra-rare nickels in the USA. These aren't just old coins. They are hidden treasures with a massive market demand that can turn a single 5-cent piece into a down payment on a car or a house. Forget everything you think you know about loose change. The coins we're diving into, the 1916 Buffalo, the 2008 P, the 2012 D, the 2013 P, and the 2016 P, are numismatic giants. Their stories are insane, their rarity is off the charts, and their value will blow your mind. This is not a drill. Do not spend these coins. Every second of this video is crucial. We're starting a journey into the vault of American numismatics, uncovering the secrets that make these 5 nickels the kings of the coin world. Smash that like button, subscribe with notifications on, and let's get started. The hunt for the Elite 5 begins now. Coin number 1, 1916 Buffalo Nickel. The 1916 Buffalo Nickel stands as a monumental pillar in American numismatics, representing the inaugural year of James Earl Fraser's iconic design that captured the spirit of the American West. Its appeal is immense, drawing collectors who seek to own a piece of artistic and historical transition, as it replaced the Liberty head design that had circulated for decades. This coin is highly sought after not merely for its age, but for the specific challenges it presents to collectors. High-grade examples with full detail, particularly on the buffalo's horn and the Indian's feather, are extraordinarily elusive. The market demand for a superb 1916 nickel is perpetually strong, fueled by series collectors who must have this first-year issue, and by connoisseurs of design who revere Fraser's work. Its significance is twofold. It is a beloved circulating coin of the early 20th century and a challenging condition rarity that defines a collection's caliber. Historically, the 1916 nickel was minted at the dawn of America's entry into World War I, a time when the nation was still idealizing its frontier heritage even as it geared for modern global conflict. The coin was part of a deliberate effort by the Treasury to beautify American coinage, following the success of the Lincoln cent and embracing a distinctly American theme. Produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, the Philadelphia issue lacks a mint mark and was produced in the largest quantity, yet this does not equate to availability in top condition. The design, featuring a composite portrait of 3 Native American chiefs on the obverse and an American bison, black diamond on the reverse, was an immediate public success, though its relief posed striking problems from the very start. This first year of issue is a snapshot of a pre-war America, immortalizing figures and symbols that were already receding into history. The unique features of the 1916 Buffalo Nickel are entirely defined by Fraser's masterful sculpture. The obverse presents a powerful portrait of a Native American in right profile, wearing a headdress with detailed feathers. The date is incused below the chin. The reverse showcases a majestic bison standing on a mound, with the inscriptions 5 cents and United States of America around the periphery. The coin's technical specifications include a diameter of 21.2, a weight of 5 grams, and a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. What makes this coin visually special and critically important to its value is the strike. Due to the high relief of the design and the hardness of the copper-nickel planchet, many coins were weakly struck, especially on the buffalo's horn and the Indian's feather detail. A fully struck example with all details sharp and clear is a numismatic treasure. Rarity for the 1916 nickel is a condition-based phenomenon. With a Philadelphia mintage of over 63 million pieces, it is common in worn grades. However, in mint state conditions, especially MS66 and above, the population drops dramatically. The combination of heavy circulation, abrasive coin-to-coin contact in bags, and the inherent strike weakness means that gem-quality examples are exceedingly rare. PCGS and NGC population reports show only a handful of coins grading MS67, and none finer. This scarcity in the highest echelons of preservation is what drives intense collector demand. The coin's survival in original, lustrous, and sharply struck form is a minor miracle, making each top-tier example a celebrated prize. The market value for a superlative 1916 Buffalo nickel reflects its status as a condition census key. A specimen in MS65 condition may trade in the range of $3,000 to $5,000, representing a solid investment-grade coin. However, the financial landscape changes utterly for the finest known examples. A coin graded MS66 can command prices from $15,000 to $25,000, depending on tonning and eye appeal. The pinnacle, an MS67, exists in a realm of its own. Auction results have seen such coins achieve prices in the vicinity of $100,000 to $123,500. This exponential increase is driven by the purest form of numismatic desire, the pursuit of the best. The value is not in the metal but in the state of preservation, a direct link to the coin's moment of creation. For collectors pursuing this coin, the primary tip is to prioritize quality and authentication. Never purchase a raw, uncirculated, 1916 nickel claiming high grade without the backing of a top-tier grading service like PCGS or NGC. The difference between an MS64 and an MS65 is vast in both appearance and value, and professional grading mitigates risk. When evaluating a certified coin, look for original, unadulterated surfaces with rich, cartwheel luster. Strike is paramount. Seek coins with as much detail as possible on the horn and the feather headdress. Acquiring such a coin often requires patience and a relationship with reputable dealers who handle high-end material, or a willingness to participate in major numismatic auctions where such rarities are offered. Storage and preservation are critical. Any coin of this caliber should be kept in its sealed, inert plastic holder from a grading service. These should be stored in a cool, dry, and stable environment, ideally within a safe or safety deposit box. Handling the coin, even within its holder, should be minimal and done with care. For acquisition, building a network within the numismatic community can provide opportunities before a coin reaches the open market. Attend major coin shows and engage with specialized nickel collectors who understand the nuances of the series. In conclusion, the 1916 Buffalo Nickel is far more than the first date of a popular series. It is an artistic masterpiece of U.S. coinage that is deceptively challenging to own in superb condition. Its historical significance as a pre-war issue, its iconic design, and its extreme rarity in gem grades coalesce to create an object of profound numismatic desire. For the advanced collector, it represents a cornerstone acquisition, a piece that elevates an entire collection. Its investment potential is anchored by its perpetual status as a series key, ensuring demand will always outstrip the tiny supply of high-grade specimens. This coin is a timeless bridge between America's artistic aspiration and its collecting passion. Coin number 2, 2008 P. Jefferson Nickel. The 2008 P. Jefferson Nickel occupies a fascinating and valuable niche in modern numismatics, not as an ancient relic, but as a contemporary issue whose rarity was born from a perfect storm of economic circumstance and minting policy. Its appeal lies in its stealth scarcity. It looks identical to billions of other nickels. Yet in the highest grades of preservation, it is one of the most conditionally rare coins of the 21st century. Collectors highly seek this coin because it represents a formidable pop-top challenge, a coin from the modern era that is arguably rarer in top grades than most 19th century issues. The demand is driven by registry set collectors competing to assemble the finest possible sets of modern coins, where the 2008p stands as a formidable and expensive hurdle. The historical context of this coin is inextricably linked to the global financial crisis of 2008. As the economy contracted, demand for circulating coinage plummeted. The United States Mint, in response, drastically reduced nickel production. Furthermore, this period saw a shift in public awareness of the rising metal value of nickels. The cost of the copper and nickel content began to approach and even exceed 5 cents, leading to discussions about possible composition changes and potential hoarding. The Philadelphia Mint's output of nickels for circulation was minuscule compared to prior years. This coin was not minted to commemorate an event, but is instead a silent artifact of one of the most significant economic downturns in modern history, making it a tangible piece of financial archaeology. Its unique features are those of the standard Jefferson Nickel design at the time, the Felix Schlag portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, and his Monticello home on the reverse. The P mint mark is located to the right of Monticello. The specifications are standard: 5 grams, 75% copper, 25% nickel. What makes this coin special is not a design variation, but the exceptional quality of the few coins that survived in pristine condition. Unlike earlier eras, modern coins are struck and stored with greater care, but the extreme low mintage of business strike coins entering the channels for collectors meant that very few were preserved without contact marks from automated bagging and handling. A perfect, mark-free example is a statistical anomaly. The rarity of the 2008p nickel is almost entirely a story of condition and survival. While the exact circulation mintage is not published, but is known to be exceptionally low, estimated in the hundreds of thousands, a pittance compared to typical billions, the real scarcity is in gem MS66 and especially MS67 grades. For coins submitted to grading services, the population in MS67 is astonishingly small, often fewer than 2 dozen pieces. This is because the coins that were released entered commerce and were subjected to the same abrasive processes as any other circulating coin. Few were pulled directly from mint-sewn bags by attentive collectors, and even those often have detectable marks. This creates a situation where a modern coin can be orders of magnitude rarer in high grade than its classic counterparts. Market value for this modern rarity is a testament to the power of conditional scarcity. A circulated 2008p nickel is worth 5 cents. In MS65, it may bring $20 to $40, but in MS66, the price jumps into the hundreds of dollars. The true market shock comes at the MS67 level. Here, prices are consistently in the range of $2,500 to $4,000 for a single nickel. For the ultimate examples that have graded MS67 plus, sales have been recorded approaching and exceeding $5,000. This price structure is entirely built on population reports and registry set competition, where a handful of collectors vie for the finest known examples of a coin that most people have never looked at twice. Collecting tips for the 2008p nickel emphasize vigilance and certification. First, one must check change relentlessly, though the chance of finding an uncirculated example in circulation is now incredibly slim. The primary market is through certified coins. When buying, accept only PCGS or NGC graded coins and study the population reports. Be wary of coins that may have been artificially enhanced to achieve a higher grade. Stick with reputable dealers. For those not pursuing a top-tier registry coin, a nice MS65 example is an affordable and historically interesting holder. Storage is straightforward. Keep it in its grading holder, protected from environmental extremes. In summation, the 2008p Jefferson Nickel redefines what it means to be a rare coin in the modern age. It proves that rarity is not solely the domain of low-mintage 19th century issues, but can be created by economic forces and preservation challenges in our own time. Its value is a direct creation of the modern collecting paradigm, where conditioned census populations are tracked with digital precision. For the collector, it offers a chance to own a genuinely rare piece of current history, a coin whose mundane appearance belies its numismatic significance and substantial monetary worth, making it a fascinating and potentially rewarding specialty. Coin number 3, 2012 D Jefferson Nickel. The 2012 D Jefferson Nickel is a premier example of a sleeper, modern rarity, a coin whose extraordinary scarcity and pristine condition was not widely recognized until years after its minting, creating a subsequent frenzy of discovery and competition among specialists. Its importance in numismatics lies in its role as a condition rarity that rivals, and in some respects surpasses, the famed 2008 P. This coin captivates collectors because it represents a profound collecting challenge within a series many perceive as common, requiring a deep understanding of modern minting and survival rates. The appeal is intense for those pursuing top-tier Jefferson nickel sets, where the 2012 D is often the final and most costly piece needed to complete a registry collection at the highest levels. Historically, the 2012 D nickel was produced during a period of normalized minting following the economic crisis, yet its production for circulation was curiously limited. The Denver Mint, while producing billions of coins for other denominations, struck a surprisingly meager number of nickels for general circulation in 2012. This was likely due to a buildup of inventory from previous years and adjusted Federal Reserve orders. No fanfare announced its low output. It simply entered the monetary stream in small numbers. Consequently, it became a coin that was spent and worn, not saved. This obscurity lasted for several years until population data from grading services revealed the startling truth. Gem-quality examples were exceptionally rare, creating a historical narrative of accidental scarcity in the digital age. The design of the 2012 D nickel is the standard forward-facing Jefferson portrait by Jamie Franke, introduced in 2006, with the D mint mark located on the reverse to the right of Monticello. Its physical attributes are unchanged. 5 grams, copper-nickel-clad composition. The uniqueness of this issue is not found in a design element but in the phenomenal quality of the surface and strike on the few exemplary pieces known. The Denver Mint is often noted for producing coins with superb luster and sharp strikes. And on the rare occasions when a 2012 D nickel escaped contact with other coins, the result is a dazzling, mirror-like surface with full definition on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's columns. This visual appeal, combined with scarcity, creates its desirability. Rarity for the 2012 D is almost exclusively a function of grade. While its circulation mintage was low, estimates suggest it is the lowest business strike nickel mintage of the 21st century. The crucial factor is how few were preserved in MS-66 and MS-67 condition. Coins were shipped in large bags to banks, where they were subjected to destructive contact. Very few individuals were setting aside uncirculated rolls of 2012 D nickels, as there was no perceived reason to do so. Today, PCGS and NGC report populations for MS-67 that are incredibly low, often in the single digits or low teens, making it one of the greatest condition rarities in all of modern U.S. coinage. This scarcity was a delayed revelation, adding to its mystique. The market value of a top-graded 2012 D nickel is substantial and volatile, driven by its tiny population. An MS-65 example can be acquired for a modest premium, perhaps $10 to $30. The market transforms at MS-66, where prices range from $500 to $1,000. For the coveted MS-67 grade, the coin enters a stratospheric price realm. Documented sales and auction prices for these superlative pieces have consistently fallen between $4,000 and $8,000, with exceptional specimens commanding figures at the higher end of that scale. This valuation is purely numismatic, as the coin has no precious metal content, and is sustained by the intense competition among a small group of elite collectors for a virtually non-existent resource. For collectors, the primary advice regarding the 2012 D nickel is to rely absolutely on professional certification and to act with decisiveness when a quality example appears. Given the sophistication required to grade modern coins for minute contact marks, purchasing a raw coin as an investment is ill-advised. Focus on coins graded by PCGS or NGC and pay close attention to the eye appeal within the grade. Lustrous, mark-free surfaces are key. Because the supply is so constricted, building a relationship with dealers who specialize in modern rarities can provide access to opportunities. Participating in auctions dedicated to modern coins is another essential strategy. In conclusion, the 2012 D. Jefferson Nickel stands as a monument to the unexpected ways rarity can manifest in the modern minting system. It is a coin that quietly left the mint in small numbers and was largely lost to circulation, only to be rediscovered as a numismatic gem of the first order. Its value is a direct reflection of its impeccable preservation in a state that very few of its brothers achieved. For the serious collector, it represents the ultimate prize in the modern nickel series, a piece that combines the thrill of the hunt with the satisfaction of owning a legitimate rarity. Its story ensures it will remain a cornerstone of advanced modern collecting for decades to come. Coin number 4, 2013 P. Jefferson Nickel. The 2013 P. Jefferson Nickel is a critical and valuable modern rarity, emblematic of a continued trend of low-mintage Philadelphia issues in the aftermath of the financial crisis, but with its own distinct narrative of survival and collector discovery. Its significance in numismatics is profound, as it represents another essential stopper coin for the Jefferson series in unmatched condition, continuing the saga that began with the 2008 P and 2012 D collectors. Prize this coin not only for its scarcity, but for its place in a compelling trilogy of modern nickel rarities, each from a different mint and year, creating a specialized and challenging collecting pursuit. The demand is particularly fierce among registry set participants, for whom the 2013 P is a non-negotiable and expensive component of a top-ranked collection. The historical backdrop for the 2013 nickel involves a lingering cautiousness in coin production and a significant numismatic policy shift. The mint continued to limit circulation strikes due to sustained high metal costs and ample inventory. Moreover, 2013 marked the year the U.S. Mint ceased the production of circulating nickels for sale in bulk bags to the public, a long-standing tradition for collectors. This policy change further restricted the pipeline through which pristine, uncirculated coins could reach the collecting community. Thus, the 2013 P nickels that entered circulation did so through standard Federal Reserve channels, destined for commercial transactions, and the attendant wear and abrasion. This historical context makes any well-preserved example a survivor of a changing numismatic landscape. Its design is the standard Franchi obverse and Monticello reverse, with the P mint mark to the right of the building. The specifications remain consistent. What sets the 2013 P apart, like its modern rare counterparts, is the exceptional quality of the few coins that survived without the myriad fine scratches and bag marks, typical of coins handled in bulk. In the highest grades, these nickels exhibit a phenomenal, satiny luster and a strike so sharp that the steps of Monticello are fully detailed. The visual appeal of a truly pristine 2013 P is striking, showcasing the mint's capability when a coin escapes the harsh realities of mass production and distribution. The factors contributing to the rarity of the 2013 P nickel are a familiar yet potent mix: low circulation mintage and catastrophic attrition in the condition census, While the mintage was higher than 2009, it was still a fraction of pre-2008 levels. The true scarcity, however, is in the population of coins grading MS-67. The cessation of mint bag sales meant collectors could no longer cherry-pick fresh coins from sealed bags. As a result, the number of coins preserved in a state worthy of the highest grades is minuscule. Grading service populations show only a scant few coins have achieved the MS-67 plateau, placing the 2013 P in an elite group of modern issues where a single point on the grading scale can mean a difference of thousands of dollars. Market value for the 2013 P nickel demonstrates the powerful economics of conditional scarcity. In grades up to MS-65, the coin is modestly priced, perhaps $5 to $25. The market shifts dramatically at MS-66, where values can range from $300 to $600. For the pinnacle, a coin graded MS-67, the market is thin and prices are strong. Verified sales have occurred in the bracket of $1,800 to $3,200, with exceptional eye appeal pushing toward the higher end. This valuation is entirely supported by the population reports and the relentless demand from a small but dedicated group of collectors who must have this date in the finest known state to complete their competitive sets. Collecting tips for this issue echo those for other modern rarities. Certification is non-negotiable. Given the premium for the top grade, ensuring the coin is graded by PCGS or NGC is the only way to guarantee authenticity and condition. Collectors should study the populations and recent auction archives to understand fair market value, as prices can be opaque. When a desirable example becomes available, often at auction, having a firm budget is essential due to the competitive bidding environment. For those not pursuing the absolute finest, a nicely toned MS-65 or MS-66 offers an affordable entry into owning this historically significant issue. In final analysis, the 2013 P. Jefferson Nickel solidifies the early 21st century as a period of unexpected rarity in a ubiquitous denomination. It is a coin whose importance was forged by minting policy and preservation happenstance. For the collector, it offers a tangible link to a specific and transformative era in both the economy and numismatic practice. Its value is secure as a key component in a highly competitive modern series, ensuring its status as a coveted and respected piece. The 2013 P is not merely a nickel. It is a testament to the fact that in the digital age, rarity can still emerge from the pockets of everyday life, waiting to be recognized and cherished. Coin number 5, 2016 P. Jefferson Nickel. The 2016 P. Jefferson Nickel holds a unique and prestigious position as the final business strike issue of the iconic Jefferson Nickel series that began in 1938, preceding the Westward Journey design of 2017. This status as a series ender imbues it with immediate historical significance, while its surprising rarity and gem condition adds a layer of intense numismatic appeal. Collectors seek this coin not only to complete a 77-year-long series, but also to capture one of its most elusive modern issues in high grade. The demand is multifaceted, coming from series completists, modern rarity specialists, and collectors who appreciate the poetic closure of a long-running design, all converging on a coin that is far more difficult to find in pristine state than its recent vintage would suggest. Historically, the 2016 nickel was minted during the final year of the Frank Gasparo/Jamie Frankie Monticello reverse design. It marks the quiet end of an era that spanned from the Great Depression to the 21st century. The coin itself does not commemorate this finale. It was simply produced as needed for commerce. However, the mint's production focus had long since shifted toward meeting demand for circulating coinage through a just-in-time inventory model, and few coins were being set aside in bulk by collectors. Furthermore, public attention in 2016 was largely focused on the high-profile commemorative issues and the new quarter programs, leaving the humble nickel to slip out of the Philadelphia Mint with little fanfare, and critically, little preservation effort from the collecting public at large. The design features are the standard Frankie portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and the familiar rendering of Monticello on the reverse, with the P mint mark. There are no overt distinguishing features. The uniqueness of the 2016 P lies entirely in its state of preservation. As the last of its kind, one might expect many were saved, but paradoxically, very few were saved well. The coins that were put aside were often stored in coin rolls or bulk bags where they contacted other coins, acquiring marks. A truly flawless example, with the brilliant luster of a fresh strike and devoid of any postmint contact, is a great rarity. The visual signature of a top-grade 2016 P is its vibrant, original surface, which seems to capture the very last moment of a classic design's production run. The rarity of the 2016 P nickel is a classic case of common in circulation, rare in gem condition. With a mintage in the hundreds of millions, it is everywhere in worn grades. The scarcity emerges at the MS66 and MS67 levels. Population reports from grading services reveal a startling fact. The number of 2016 P nickels grading MS67 is extraordinarily low, rivaling the populations of the earlier modern rarities like the 2008 P. This is because, despite its status as a finale, it was not widely perceived as a future condition rarity at the time of issue. It was treated as a common coin, and thus subjected to the same destructive handling as any other circulating nickel. The few that were carefully preserved directly from mint-sewn bags represent a tiny fraction of the output. Market value for this final year issue reflects its dual identity as a series key and a condition rarity. In grades up to MS65, it is essentially face value to a few dollars. In MS66, values begin to rise appreciably, with coins trading in the range of $100 to $300. The market for the finest known examples, graded MS67, is where significant value resides. Auction results and private sales for these superlative pieces have consistently realized prices between $1,200 and $2,500. The price is driven by the confluence of series demand and the objective scarcity of the coin in this pristine state, creating a stable and strong market for the handful of coins that exist at the top of the condition census. For collectors, the strategy for acquiring a high-grade 2016 P nickel must be one of selectivity and patience. As with all modern condition rarities, purchasing a coin certified by PCGS or NGC is the only prudent approach. When evaluating a certified coin, look for outstanding eye appeal. Strong luster and a clean, mark-free surface are more important than a mere number on a holder. Given that this coin is still relatively new, opportunities may arise more frequently than for the 2008 or 2012 issues, but the finest examples will always be quickly acquired by specialists. Engaging with online forums and networks dedicated to modern coins can provide valuable leads. In conclusion, the 2016 P. Jefferson Nickel is a coin of profound historical punctuation and surprising numismatic depth. It serves as the period at the end of a long and beloved sentence in American coinage. Its value is derived not from age or precious metal, but from its perfect preservation at the conclusion of an era and the collecting imperatives that status creates. It is a coin that reminds us that rarity can be contemporaneous, and that significance is often assigned in hindsight. For the collector, it represents both an endpoint and a beginning, the completion of one collection and a potential centerpiece for a specialized collection of modern rarities, ensuring its place as a desirable and valuable piece for generations to come. So there you have it, the Elite 5. Let this sink in. The difference between being broke and being rich could be sitting in a dusty jar in your basement or in the till at your local store. A 1916 Buffalo Nickel with full details. A 2008 P that looks brand new. These aren't just coins. They are tickets to a different life. The hunt is not over, it's everywhere. Every time you get change, you are holding a potential lottery ticket. Your mission is clear, look, check every single time. Your next nickel could be worth $100,000+. If this video didn't shock you, nothing will. This is the real world of hidden fortune. This channel, Rare Coins Gallery, is your source for the truth about big money coins and coin errors that the mainstream won't tell you. Do not be the person who spends a fortune. Be the person who finds it. Help everyone you know. Smash that like button right now to boost this video and save someone from $1 million mistake. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a breakdown of the next hidden treasure. The market is waiting, the demand is insane, and your treasure is out there. Stay sharp, check your change, and I'll see you in the next video where we expose another hidden fortune. This is Rare Coins Gallery, signing off. The hunt continues.